Hello, everyone. Welcome to Benny Richardson Tea and Me. Hope you're having a great day. Sun is shining. Look like it's going to be a beautiful day today. And I hope that you are having your tea because I'm having mine. And this is our time together. And I thank you for tuning in and viewing. I'd like to remind you that if you want to get in touch with me, you can get in touch with me at Benny Richardson Ministries at gmail.com. Also, I would like to thank all of you that have been viewing. I thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time. And I hope that it is being a blessing to you. And if it is, come on, share it. Share it with someone else. Let me see you share it. I want to see a whole lot of shares. Also, I want to remind you that I do have a publication, God's Woman. You can get it through Amazon. It's very easy to read. I think once you get started reading it, you won't want to put it down. So invest in yourself. I think it'll be a blessing to you. Also, want to remind you about tea. Tea means talk, empower, and advance. And hopefully, when we leave the tea today, we will talk. I will talk to you. Hopefully, you will be empowered and you would advance in your life with what you are hearing. So, if not anything else needs to be said, if nothing else needs to be said, then we're going to move on. I want to start a series about prayer. It's going to take us maybe a few weeks, but I want to start it, and hopefully you'll tune in to every section and that it will be a blessing to you. But today, before we really get into prayer, I want to talk about the Lord's Prayer. So many people, they're kind of confused about the Lord's Prayer. Of course, this wasn't his prayer, but this is an example that he gave to us as to how to talk to him and what talking to him was all about. And, talking to God, we've made it so hard. We made it, you got to be in the closet. You got to be hollering as if God is can't hear, he's got a hearing aid. You got to be pleading and begging. But prayer is just talking to God. Just like I'm talking to you. He wants us to talk to him. He wants us to tell him about how we feel, about what's going on, about how excited we are about life, about the things that are happening with us, even when we're down, even when we're upset, when we're mad, when we're having a fit, we're throwing a tantrum. He wants to hear about all of that. He is concerned about whatever is concerning us. He is concerned about that, and he wants us to talk to him about it. And he doesn't get upset about what we talk to him about. Neither does he get tired of hearing us. He wants to hear us every day. I remember the psalmist David said, "Early will I seek him." I like to get up early and talk to God when everybody else is asleep and it's just, me and him and that special time. Your time could be any time you want to talk to God all day long. Whenever you feel like talking to God, you can talk to him. So, let's start with the Lord's Prayer, and it's in Matthew 6, 9 through 13, if you want to go there and read it. It starts out with our Father. First of all, he said, I want you to know who you're talking to. He said, I'm your Father. I am your Father. I love you. I birthed you. I am the breasted one. And I am your Father. I love you. I care about what's going on with you. I want you to make it personal. You could say, Father, if you want to. I understand that. I am your Father. He wants us to look at him personally, and he wants us to see that he loves us, and we are his children, and he wants the best for us. So he says, first of all, our Father. And he also wants us to understand that as a father, I love you and I'll take care of you, but I also will chastise you when I need to. Don't think he won't. He'll chastise you. He said, because I am your father, and even a natural father with their children, they love them, they'll give them things, but they'll also have to chastise them when they see them stepping out of line. And so God will chastise us too. But he says, I am your father. And then it goes on to say, which art in heaven. Well, isn't that something? He says, which art in heaven. Isn't that something that we have placed God way away somewhere up in the sky, sitting on some throne somewhere? No. Heaven is now. Heaven is a realm of the spirit. Heaven is where God is. And God is, he said, in him I live and I move and I have my being. Christ in us. He's in me. He's all around me. He's in the trees. He's in the offices. He's in your television set. He's in your sofa. He's there where he said, because of me, everything consists. If I am not in it, it would just disintegrate. I am everywhere. I am in the realm of the spirit. You cannot get away from me, which art in heaven. I am everywhere. That's why it doesn't matter where you talk to me, because I am everywhere. David said, the psalmist David said, if I make my bed in hell, meaning if I am in a place where I'm separated from God in my mind, he said he's there. He's there with me. So our Father, which art in heaven, in the realm of the spirit, wherever I am, that's where he is. Then he goes on to say, hallowed be thy name. What does it mean, hallowed be thy name? Meaning that he is great. He is good. He is clean. He is beyond knowing. Whatever description you want to call him, hallowed be thy name. You're a great God. You're an awesome God. You're a loving God. Hallowed be thy name. Then the prayer goes on to say, thy kingdom come. When you talk to me, understand what does he mean, thy kingdom come? The kingdom is his rule and reign. Remember, he said the kingdom is at hand. The kingdom is within you. My rule and reign is within you. Thy kingdom come. Father, I want you to rule and reign in me. Whatever you want done, Father, in me, I want your rule and reign to be done. Thy kingdom come. Your rightful rule be done in me. Thy kingdom come and thy will be done in earth. That's enough biggie. Thy will be done in earth. We are of the earth, earthy. Thy will be done in earth, in me. Thy will be done in the earth, in me. His will cannot be done in the earth unless it is done through us. And we have to be willing to allow God's will to be done in us. What is your will? What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? Who do you want me to help? Who do you want me to speak to? Thy will be done in earth, in my earth, as it is in heaven. What does he mean by that, teacher? As it is in heaven, as it is in the mind of God. What is the will of God? As it is in heaven. What is it, God, that is in your mind that you want me to understand? That the eyes of my understanding will be enlightened, that I will understand what it is you want, God. What it is. What is it? Give us this day. Prayer goes on saying, give us this day our daily bread. He doesn't only mean the natural food, but he means, remember on one time he said, eat of me. See, we've got to learn about him because we need bread every day. In the Old Testament, the children of Israel had to go out and get bread, and they call it manna, meaning, what is this? They didn't even know what it was. And sometimes we don't understand that God wants us to come to him and talk to him about whatever's going on in our life. God, I need some more bread. People are getting on my job, on my nerves, on this job. I need some more bread. I need you to talk to me. I need to eat of you. My children are getting on my nerves. I'm not understanding now. I've got to teach them again. I need some more bread. They're talking about cutting off the unemployment. Father, I need some more bread. I need to eat of you. Give us this day. Give me what I need today. Let me eat of you, Father. That'll help me through the day. I ate yesterday. You gave me a word yesterday. You helped me yesterday. That was yesterday. I need to eat again today. You cannot rely on what you heard yesterday. Every day. His mercies are new every morning. Every day. Give us this day our daily bread. Give me the words that I need to say today. Father, help me. I almost cussed somebody out in traffic. I need some bread. Come on. Be honest with yourself. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debt. What does he mean by that? The Bible tells us that we owe each other. The only debt that we owe each other is love. Forgive us our debt. Some days, do you always show love? Remember, love is God. Do you always act like God every day? So, I had a debt that I didn't pay today, God. I didn't show love. Forgive us our debt. Forgive me for not showing love. That's the only thing I owe people is love. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Forgive people that didn't show love to me. Yeah, it goes both ways. I didn't show love. So you forgive me. And they didn't show love to me. Someone hurt me. But then be able to forgive them also. Forgive us our debt as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. Have you ever entered in temptation? Have you ever entered in? The Bible said every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust. Don't put it on nobody else. That was you. Yeah. You were tempted. You went and bought that car. You knew you couldn't afford it. You went and bought that dress. You knew that payment was due. You entered in. Yeah, you was looking over there at that man. You married. You're looking at that woman and you, yeah. Come on, be honest. Be honest with yourself. And lead us not in temptation. But he says, but with the temptation, he said, I'll make a way of escape. See, you got to be willing to take the way of escape. The way of escape means that you getting in your car and driving off. Or you looking at that dress and going, not today. I'm not spending my rent money, part of my rent money. Nope, not today. He said, with the temptation, he said, I will make a way of escape. And then he goes on to say, and deliver us from evil. Some of us think we don't have no evil. I don't have no evil. Isn't it something that people it's so hard for us to take ownership of our own personality? We try to cover it up to make ourselves look self-righteous and still being honest. Deliver me from evil. Sin. Yeah, we talked about that. I missed the mark. You missed the mark too. Deliver us from evil. Set me free from the darkness that's inside of me. We all have darkness, but he is the light that will shine on our darkness. Yeah, he shines up the darkness. Why does he shine it up? Not so that we can feel bad about it, but that he can deliver us from it. He can set us free from evil thoughts, evil action, evil words. He can set us free and deliver us from evil. And I'm going to sing this last part. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. The Lord's Prayer. Do a little research on that. Do a little studying about how he wants us to talk to him, about who he is. I hope I've given you just a little light into the Lord's Prayer. There's so much more revelation that God wants to give. But hopefully I gave you just a little light. I hope you will take the time and enjoy your tea. Have a great day, and I thank you for tuning in. And remember, you are blessed. Until I see you again, have a great day.